morning, everyone. I'm Natalie Boada. I have 20 years old and I'm a school psychologist. I'm gonna tell a little bit more about my life and explain more about this great career. First, a school psychologist is the person who helps students process their problems, plan goals and actions, promote positive behaviors, meet with parents and teachers to discuss learning, behavioral, and familial and social problems. Everything started when I had 16 years old when I took my first class of psychology in high school senior year. The teacher every day explained by videos, games, and speech fascinated how the brain works and each part inside our bodies relate with our actions. Every day I decided to take that class. My interest for psychology exploded because my purpose in the life was always help people. When I finished my high school, I know that I'm gonna study in Valencia because literally the campus was so close to my house, like 5 minutes. And many programs tell about Valencia, so I always keep in mind Valencia College. I think 1 year free to work and make the money for the institution in 2 jobs at the same time. When I had the necessary money, I start with transcripts and that stuff. And also I start another work in part-time job. I remember that class new students experience who everyone told me was unnecessary, but for me was the opposite because in that class I learned more about the difference between master and bachelor's degree, the requirements that I need to my career, and also my strengths and how these are related with my career. These strengths are connectedness for define responsibility for my own judgment, achiever a constant need achievement and every day for me start at zero. Communication easy. I talk too much about myself, my opinions and my ideas. Activator I the person who made the things happen. And the last but not least, empathy, sense of the emotions of people around. Also, I remember the assignment that I need to interview a professional related with my career. And she gave me the best advice in the world. Take all the psychology course and you can see what you like to do in the file. Then I complete my requirements and transfer to the famous University Central of Florida. And this time I applied for financial aid because in Valencia College I spent more than $9,000. Thank God the petition was accepted and I started my studies in UCF cost around $20,000. In totally was $29,000. 2 years later, after completing my bachelor's degree of school psychologist, I graduated in 2022. Then that I back in my native country, Venezuela. Later that have been free from dictatorship of Nicolás Maduro.
Todos estos meses, todo el tiempo de marcha por mi familia, por la comida, por el pueblo.
Siempre voy a estar en las calles luchando por la libertad de mis hijos. Y bueno.
In this time in Venezuela, I doing my ADS online to prepare for my master's degree. Then I complete my 3 years and finally get my master's degree. 3 months later, I returned to the United States to begin my research for jobs in school. Magically, I got one in Lake Nona High School, the same school that I had studied when I was young. Some skills that you need to have are problem solving, a lot of patience, ethics, research skills, critical thinking, and a good communication. But it's really true that research at Valencia College are helpful in careers? The answer is yes. I always been in deep of math because I had many struggles with math. I hate math and I still do it. But also when I had questions about classes, university, college, or career, I always go to advisor center. They're gonna help me for sure. And then everyone had a specific advisor. Mine was Victor Rosario. That was how I became a great school psychologist. I never give up and I work hard for my dreams come true. The best advice that I'm gonna give you guys is have one dream and make it happen. Don't do the things because someone's forced them, because it's your life and you're gonna decide how to manage it. And guys, you have the best opportunity, so start to work about it. Thank you.